Last nugget, we learned how to batch juice so that you could have 3 fresh juices a day for 3 days. You can see that depending upon your juicing ingredients, they might separate, but that's okay. Just shake it before opening. We learned to bubble up before clamping down the lid to be sure you were storing without oxygen. So now you have to be careful opening so you don't lose your juice. I've learned just to open slowly, then put the lid under the jar, which will capture any precious spillage. I want to talk to you about the lids. I don't use the metal lids that come with the canning jars as I find they rust out after a few washings. Therefore, I get the plastic lids, but if you don't clean them out well, you could be introducing bacteria which will spoil your juice. I used to soak my lids in white vinegar for days until the residue stuck to the sides became clean, but I haven't done that in ages since I started to scrub out the lid immediately until no residue at all. This Pampered Chef small curved brush works so well around the curves of the lid. Now, it's ready to be sterilized in the dishwasher.
Patsy Scott, excitedabouthealth.com. Do you know what annoys me about consumer groups when they do a study on what is the best juicer? When they use criteria such as it has a really big chute so you can stuff as much produce down, or it has few parts so that it's easier to put together. But the real value of a juicer is in the quality of its juice. And the determining factor of the quality, of course, is how alive the juice is when you drink it. And life begets life. So the enzymes in the juice magnetize with the enzymes in your body. And I feel like Bill Cosby when I say, and they will partay. Ann Malkmus, in her book, Unravel the Mystery, a simple and effective approach to beating cancer, actually breaks down all the pros and cons of the key juicers. She says, all juicers are not created equally. Enzymes are the life force essential to fully utilizing the nutrition in the produce. Enzymes are sensitive and can easily be damaged by exposure to oxygen or heat. While the process of juicing involves separating the juice from the pulp, it must be done with care to preserve as much of the enzymes and nutrients as possible. So bottled juice from the grocery store is dead juice, no enzymes, not a good choice. So what is the best juicer for enzyme-alive juice? Well, first of all, any juicer is better than no juicer. And now I'm going to discuss 4 kinds of juicers and their effect on enzymes.
The first type of juicer is a centrifugal juicer, like the Breville juicer, the one that was made famous by Joe Cross on the DVD Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead. Now this spinning basket can spin up to as high as 4,000 RPM, which will introduce a lot of heat and oxygen into the juice, which is the enemy of your enzymes. Therefore, you would need to drink this juice within 15 to 30 minutes to be sure you're getting the most benefit from that juice. The next type of juicer is a masticating juicer, such as this Champion, and its motor spins at about 2,000 RPM, about half that of the centrifugal. And it uses a ripping blade, as you can see here, and that introduces some heat but no oxygen. Therefore, you can store that juice for about 2 days with enzyme integrity. The next type of juicer is a single auger juicer, like this Huron juicer here. And the auger, you can see, just simply turns and pulls the produce down into the basket. The motor only running at 85 to 110 RPM. You see how much lower that is than 4,000 or 2,000. And therefore, it introduces neither heat nor oxygen, maintaining the integrity of the enzymes in the juice. Therefore, you're able to store it with enzyme integrity for up to 3 days. The last type of juicer is the twin gear juicer, such as this Green Star. And you can see the twin gears are typically magnetized, which enhances the nutritional value of the juice by grabbing a greater percentage of minerals from the produce. And you see its RPM is very low, introduces no heat or oxygen. Therefore, it can store with enzyme integrity up to 3 days.
So here is the good news for anybody with any kind of juicer and a very busy life. You can freeze your juice. All you need to do is fill your juice jar up to within ½ an inch of the top to allow for expansion during freezing, and then drink it within 7 to 14 days. Now, you'll lose about 15% of the enzyme value in a frozen juice. So your best juice is your fresh juice, your next best juice is your enzyme-alive juice powder, like your Barley Max, and then your third best juice, your fresh frozen juice.
Now a final comparison to help your decision. You can see that the centrifugal and masticating don't do well with leafy greens, and leafy greens are packed with nutrients. The single auger and the twin gear do well with your leafy greens, but with the magnetism of the twin gears, you get an outstanding juice quality.
So that about does it for my segments on juicing. Personally, I have both a Huron juicer and a Green Star juicer, both which you can store juices for up to 3 days. Now my husband prefers the Huron because it cleans up easier, and I prefer the Green Star because I can get more juice out of it, particularly when I'm batch juicing. So, to your health!